Hello and welcome to my video presentation of my database systems course project. My name is Elijah Lozano. I am a senior computer science student concentrating in software engineering. I will be graduating next spring, and this is my project demo. So first things first here we're going to see is that my program is titled Elijah Lozano's Project Movie Database. I based my movie world on a film set. So basically a production set for movies. I'm a really big fan of movies. Um, as pretty much as I love technology and computing. And I thought that a movie world would be a really good idea for a database since there's lots of entities, as you can see. So let's go down the line. The first thing I did here was I just did um, a select statement of essentially every tuple that I have in my tables for my movie database. So I do this automatically. I didn't do this in a menu because there's no reason for the user to have to press this X number of times in order to just see all the rows. So I just did it automatically at the beginning of the program. So with that said, um, first thing I have here is the actor. So I have layman's terms here, selecting all from actor or selecting all from choose a story, which is a pivot table essentially, or a relation. And the selecting all from director, and next to the layman's term, layman's phrase, is the actual query itself. Okay, so as you can see, it's a very basic select all from X query, and it does so. So here's the phone number, the actor name, here is their date hired, this is their agent name, and this is their salary. Okay, so here's Jason Momoa, Miles Teller, Emma Stone. Choose a story is a relation between a producer and a film. So these producers here chose this film number. They chose the story for it. We will see that later. I have some directors here that are actually, these are all real. Ari Aster, Damien Chazelle, Christopher Nolan, Andy Muschietti. And here's their salary, their date hired, and their phone number. And directs is another relation type of table between director and film. Okay, so here's the film number that each respective director directed. And here's the fun stuff. This is all the movies I have in my film table. We have Social Network, Chapter 2, Call Me By Your Name, The Impossible, Spider-Man, Far From Home. We have their genre, romance, drama, action, and we have a primary key film number right there for each one. Okay, so moving on. Films is another relation table. These are film members who actually do the filming itself and the film numbers that they filmed. I made up these names, so they're kind of silly. Fred Will, Cruz Rocket, Slade Gallagher, Bono Fring, and Hannah Ode. Financier, film. Essentially, these are film studios, but they can be independent investors as well. And I have funds. Funds is another pivot table or relation between financiers and films. So we have their name, full name, their investor classification, and the film number that they invested in or funded. Hires is a pivot table between producers and film numbers, since they hire film members to film the movies. So Dana Brunetti hired Bono Fring, Josephine Royal hired Aunt Hannah Ode, and so forth. So as you can see, I have instructs, um, Instructs is between director and actor. Member is basically the film member, the people who film the movie itself. Here's their respective salaries and their date hired. Performs in is a relation table between actor and film. Actor performs in film. Producer pitches to financier. So Atlanta Furion, she pitched to Sony Pictures Classics, which is a film studio. And we have producers here. So we have Tiff Treat, Jerry Rigg, Jason Reitman, Dana Brunetti, and so forth. Okay, so yeah, this is just a wide overview of all the tables I have, all the data I have. I went ahead and put this all by hand in a SQL command line because, as I said before, there's no real reason to be doing this in the program itself. It just needed to be populated with data so we can do fun things with it, like very complex queries, as we're about to see. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and start with number 6. Okay, here's my menu. The more complex queries are going to be 1 through 5. I added the simpler ones later because I didn't know that they were required until last minute. So I went ahead and added them later. So we'll start with 6. Insert an actor named Actorman. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and press 6, and we're going to press enter. Okay. So what we see says you chose insert new actor. Running query, insert into actor. Phone number, full name, date hired. Agent name, salary, with their respective values, most notably actor name. Okay, so then we do a select all again, and we can see that Actorman has been added to the list of actors. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to demonstrate the update query. Number 7, update Actorman's salary and agent name. So we'll press 7. So it says you chose update actor salary and agent name. Running query, update actor set salary is equal to 5,500. I'm sorry, 550,000 for his salary, and changes agent name to Hina Jathor, where actor's full name is Actorman. So as we can see in the new select all query for actor, we can see that the Actorman, we can see that his agent name has changed to Hina Jathor, and his salary has been updated to $550,000. Before, it was his agent name was Gersh, and his salary was $150,000. Now let's go ahead and delete Actorman. So we'll do number 8. And as you can see, it says you chose delete actor, Actorman. Running query, delete from actor where full name is equal to Actorman. And on a select all statement on the actors, we can see that he has been removed. Okay, so that does it for the simple queries, but let's get into some more interesting queries. So we'll start with number 1, report the film crew member's name and salary. They were hired on 2015-05-15 and have a salary higher than $53,000. Okay, let's do it. So the actual query itself is right here. Select m.full name, m salary from member M, where date hired is 2015-05-15, group by salary having salary greater than 53,000. And the report generated, we can see that these are the people who were hired on the same day, and they have the film crew members, and they have a salary that's higher than $53,000. So Harlan Daniels just barely made the cut here. Okay. Number 2, we'll report the movie title and film crew members' names who worked on the same film, It Chapter 2, and were hired on the same day. Let's see. So the query is select f.title, z.memname from film F, film Z, where film.filmnum is z.filmnum. Okay, we're linking the two tables. And z.filmnum is 2, which is It Chapter 2's film number. And z.memname in This is a nested statement here. Select full name from member where date hired is 2015-05-15. So this will get us everybody who was hired on this day, and then we'll link them up with they filmed a film with this film number, and the film number is 2, which is It Chapter 2. So these 3 freaks here, they all filmed It Chapter 2. Okay. Now let's move on to 3. Report the producer name and phone number who chose the story for the films that Tom Holland performed in. Okay. So the query is select C.Pro name, C.Pro phone num, F title from choose a story C, film F, where C.film num in another nested statement. Select P.film num from performs in P, actor A, where P.film name is F.film num and P.actor name is Tom Holland. So we link up the films he's been in here with their primary and foreign keys, and we specify his name right here. Okay, and we can see that Atlanta Furion chose the story for The Impossible, which starred Tom Holland, and Tiff Treat and Jerry Rig, they both were part of choosing the story for Spider-Man Far From Home. So now we'll just do another query, number 4. Report movie titles and actors who performed in them. Okay, very simple. That query is select F.title, P.actor name from performs in P, join film F on this key here, P.film num is equal to F.film num. So depending on their film number, it's going to show those that are linked together in the table. So Toni Collette starred in Hereditary, Emma Stone starred in La La Land, Tom Holland starred in The Impossible. He also starred in Spider-Man Far From Home, and Miles Teller starred in Whiplash. Okay, and let's move on to number 5, which is report the director names and film titles of directors who directed a horror film. Let's do 5. So the query is select X.director name, F.title from directs X, film F, where film genre is horror, and X.film num is equal to F.film num. So this links the tables here with their primary keys and foreign keys, depending on their genre is horror, and it will print their director name and title. And here it is. We have 2 freaky directors here that directed It Chapter 2 and Hereditary respectively. Okay, so that's basically the entire program. You can go through this as many times as you want, but all the queries here are listed very cleanly, very clearly, as you can see. They all generate reports. They all use all the complex queries that were required for this assignment, and they all successfully work. Okay, the last thing we can do with this program is we can exit, so we'll go ahead and do that now. And it says goodbye, and now we are back to the start. We'll go ahead and clear the screen, and we're back to the start. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed my video presentation, and have a great winter holiday, and stay safe.